Hi guys, welcome to Chin Villain. My name is Emily and I am introducing myself because I think it is finally time to introduce you to all of my animals. Now, if this is your first time on my channel, many people know me as that crazy chinchilla lady because I have 5 of my very own poofs. Now, if you have chinchillas or you just love yourself some chinchilla content, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified each time I post, because I post a lot about my lovely little poofs. However, today in this video, I'm going to be sharing information about my 9 animals, which I know I have my own personal zoo here, and I will be starting with my oldest animal, which is Lola, my oldest chinchilla, who is behind me. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so my first animal is my oldest one. So this is Lola. She is a dark ebony chinchilla and she's about 6 or 7 years old. I got her from a pet store, which I would not recommend getting a chinchilla from a pet store, mostly because they are bred more for quantity versus quality. So they tend to have issues with their genetics. So she used to be with another chinchilla and that chinchilla had some genetic problems and she needed to be put down at a very young age. So that is one of the reasons why I suggest you go with a breeder when you get a chinchilla. And she also has some genetics that I can't get rid of. For instance, she is a fur chewer. So you can see right here, all of her fur is kind of missing. And you can tell it's only in the areas where she can reach. So she has like a little mohawk that goes all the way down her butt because she can't reach here. And when you get a fur chewer, it's typically genetic. You'll see it down a line of chinchillas. And you will also see it in chinchillas that are stressed out. So if your chinchilla all of a sudden starts pulling their fur out, it's most likely because something in their environment is stressing them out. However, for Lola, her entire life since the second that I've gotten her, she has pulled her fur out and has been the happiest creature doing it. So there's not really anything I can do to stop her from doing it. However, Lola is my most tame chinchilla. As you can see, I can basically do anything with her and she is perfectly a-okay fine. She is very happy chinchilla. Oh my god, she is the happiest little creature you've ever seen in your life. I kind of want to pair her with another chinchilla. She used to be paired to one of my other chinchillas and that was not a good pair. They ended up breaking up and Baba got a little bit stressed out about that. So she needs some time alone and then we're gonna try pairing her with my new chinchilla, which you will see later in the video. Now, like I said, she is a dark ebony. Now you can tell that because she's this very dark black color, but she doesn't have a white belly or anything like that. So this would make her a dark ebony. Now, Lola likes long walks on the beach and she loves her some Cheerios. So I will definitely get you guys some videos of her eating Cheerios and rolling in dust, because who doesn't want to see chinchillas roll in dust? Check this out. This is my next oldest chinchilla. Her name is Matilda, or Mally for short. She is a standard gray and I believe she's about 3 or 4 years old. She is not as tame as Lola, so I'm gonna put her back in the cage and you can watch her explore her cage. There you go. She is back in her cage. But she is a standard gray, which you can tell because the back of her is this dark gray. And then her underside is that white color. And standard grays are the standard color for chinchillas, so you will most likely find them in that color. Also, breeders typically have this where they breed it to different mutations to strengthen their line. So the standard grays are the strongest line of chinchillas and they are what you find most common. They are also usually more on the cheaper side because they are so common. Now, Mally used to be paired with Lola, and this is the relationship that kind of went sour. Their personalities didn't go well together, and Mally is a little bit younger, so we have those two dynamics that just didn't work out in the case of their partnership. So She is now a single chinchilla, and I have decided that she is probably most comfortable living by herself and not getting another pair. So she is going to be a singular chinchilla, which is another controversial topic in chinchillas. A lot of people believe that they need to be in groups, but that is not necessarily the case. You're going to find a lot of chinchillas that are very comfortable living alone. There are chinchillas that definitely want to be in groups, and if you have the ability to do that, you should provide a pair or a friend for your chinchilla. However, for Mally, I think she is 100% happy being alone. But for Lola, I think I'm going to try and get her a friend. So we'll see how that goes down the line. Oh, are you tired now? She said, oh, you touched me. So Mally's personality, she is very skittish and kind of opinionated. I know this sounds really weird, but I had a pet psychic come and read my chinchillas, and the pet psychic had a lot to say about her. So if you guys are interested in that video, make sure to check it out here. I'll have it linked in the description. But what the pet psychic said was she's kind of like a mean girl. Like, she wants to be on top. She wants to be alone. She doesn't want to be with other chinchillas because she wants to be the boss, but she's also too scared to be the alpha. It's very, very confusing to understand. Right now, she's living in a single ferret nation cage, which I also have a video of me building it, so if you guys are interested in that, I will link that below too as well. But we are planning on upgrading her to at least a double story ferret nation cage, since she's going to stay a single chinchilla. I don't know that she needs 3 levels. So we're probably going to keep her at 2 levels, but she will get an upgrade. Now my next pet is my bonded pair of chinchillas that live in the cage behind me. They are not very tame, and I don't want them to put a fuss up just for the camera. So I'm going to insert footage of them exploring their cage. They're quite adorable. You'll appreciate it. Now I have Piglet and Harley Quinn. Piglet is the older of the two. They are both approximately around 3 years old, with, again, Piglet being older by a couple months, which you would not be able to tell because Piglet is so much smaller than Harley Quinn, so much smaller. Harley Quinn is probably one of my biggest chinchillas currently. However, I got them both from different breeders and ended up bonding them together. So if you guys are interested in that video, I will link that in the description below. But that is my cage within a cage video where I bond them together, and they are doing wonderfully since then. They are inseparable. I mean, they are both sleeping in this hut together, which, how do they fit in this hut together? I don't even know. Now, Quinn is a mosaic chinchilla, and if you guys are interested in more information about mosaic chinchillas, I have a video where I talk about it, where I pick her up from the breeder. But essentially, mosaic chinchillas are born very dark gray or even black, and over time, their fur becomes whiter and whiter and whiter. So right now, she has gray ears, and then she has a gray spot on her body as well. When she was a baby, she was fully gray and she had a fully white tail. Now, Piglet is a very interesting color. She is a gold bar chinchilla, which is not very commonly found. And you can tell this because she has like a pink-white appearance, which means she kind of has that albino appearance where she has pink skin and she has red eyes. But her fur is not completely white. It is a little bit off-white. It's that golden color, which gold bars make sense. She is not a pink-white, but she is in fact a gold bar because of that different coloration of her fur. They are a very, very strong bond, and their personalities very much complement each other. You have Harley Quinn, who is kind of that like butch tomboy kind of figure that kind of takes care of Piglet in a way. They're kind of like, she's like a big boyfriend that kind of like takes Piglet under her wing. And Piglet is this very soft, sweet personality that kind of compliments anyone. But In general, it's a very good pair with Harley Quinn because Harley Quinn is kind of that protective figure over Pig, and it's very sweet, and they're just perfect for each other, and I love it. So this is my next pet. Her name is Tofu. She is a domestic short hair, and she's a calico. You can tell because she has these big patches of white, black, and orange, and she doesn't want to cuddle with me, so she's gonna roam the room while I talk about her. So she is a rescue cat. I got her from PetSmart when they were doing adoption fairs. And when I first got her, her papers said that she was feral. She was very, very scared when I first got her, and she was kind of standoffish, but she did not hiss at me. She did not do anything to try to scare me away. She was just very quiet. It was like she was petrified with fear. And she was like that for a month after I took her home. And at that point, I was really nervous that I had taken a feral cat home because that is not fair to the cat. She was not a feral cat. She just took so long to start becoming comfortable. And right now, she is one of the most friendly cats that I've ever been around. She doesn't run away when people come over. Like, she's very comfortable around people. So let's go get Shinzy. This is my next pet. Her name is Shinzy. She has a very interesting story to her name, which I will get into. But she, again, is a domestic short hair cat, but she is a tortoiseshell. She also is a rescue cat, like I said before. So this is Shinzy. Her full name, because I'm extra like that, her full name is Shinigami, which is essentially a soul reaper from a lot of different animes. The reason why it's now Shinzy is because we think that that's a shorter version of Shinigami. And then on top of that, Shinzy is the name of the hyena from The Lion King, which I also think she looks like a hyena with her pattern and whatnot. So I thought it was a very fitting name for her name to be Shinzy. Now you can hear her wheezing because she has asthma. She has an inhaler that she takes every day because it's wintertime and it's harder for her to breathe during the wintertime because it's drier. So she gets that twice a day and it really helps her a lot, but she's still a little bit wheezy because she's got really bad asthma. She by no means is a cuddly cat. She 100% is cool with sitting next to you, but she does not want to be pet. She does not want to be picked up. She does not want to be interacted with. She very much just wants to sit next to you and is very happy with that. This is my next pet. This is Moose. He is my betta fish, and he lives in this 10-gallon tank. The minimum tank size for a betta fish is about 2.5 gallons, but I think that's a little bit on the small side. So I would suggest getting a 5-gallon tank or bigger. So again, I have him in a 10-gallon tank, and he seems to be very happy in this tank. He is a half-moon plakat, which means he is a short-finned betta with a half-moon-shaped tail. He is a very happy fish. He likes to flare at himself in his reflection on the glass. So he's a very special fish. He is about a year old. I got him when I first moved here. So at this point, he's probably 1.5 years-ish. So this is Moose. So this is my next pet. Her name is Jellybean. She is an American corgi, which means she is a mutt. So she is a mixture of the Pembroke Welsh Corgi and the Cardigan Welsh Corgi. You can tell because she's got the typical Pembroke build, but she has this beautiful blue merle color, which only is seen in the Cardigan Welsh Corgis. So she is a very special little girl, right? Are you special? She's very pretty. If you guys are interested on her journey and all things Jellybean, I do have a video all about her, so make sure to check that out as well. She is about 1 year old, so she's my second youngest and my biggest pet. So she is 13 pounds, which is crazy because most corgis are more closer to 20 pounds. She is a very small little dog. She's a little drama queen. She's got a lot of opinions and she's not afraid to tell you about them. She also interacts with our cats and she is doing very well with that. She has no interaction with the chinchillas and nor do the cats. I just have no interest in them ever seeing each other and that's just how it's going to be. So this is Jellybean. Now we are on my youngest chinchilla. This is Bunny. She is a few months old and she's just so stinking cute. She is a light tan chinchilla, which I believe is a beige mixed with a sapphire, which is very super interesting and is something I haven't seen before. So she's a grayish tan color. She is the sweetest thing that I have ever had in my whole life. She loves to be scratched, which is so freaking cute. We got her from a breeder that was about 7 hours away, so if you guys are interested in learning how to travel with a chinchilla, check out this video where we pick up Bunny. You wanna be put back? Okay, she's getting a little fussy, so I'm gonna put her back in her cage. Now, Bunny lives in the unit underneath of Lola, so she lives in this unit down here. And I'm actually planning on bonding Bunny and Lola together. I think they will do well personality-wise, but I want Bunny to be a little bit older so that she can move out of those like very baby tendencies of being very mouthy and all of those things. So we are gonna try and bond them together once Bunny is about a year-ish old and see how that goes. But personality-wise, I think they might be compatible as long as Lola wants a partner, because Lola has more of a dominant behavior. She doesn't want to take any crap from anybody. But Bunny has a very chill personality. She kind of goes with the flow and she's very friendly, just like Lola is. I think they have very similar personalities in general. So I think they are going to bond up pretty easily, but at the same time, Lola has had a couple partners and might be done with the game of trying to find the right partner for Lola. So we will try that out when Bunny becomes older and we'll see how that goes, and I will share that with you guys as well. Now, if you guys enjoyed viewing my personal zoo, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you get notified the next time I post, because I post content all about my chinchildren as well as my other animals, and I don't want you guys to miss out. And while you guys wait for my next video, check out these videos next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, look how cute you are. Aren't you just the cutest little thing? Aren't you just the cutest little thing? Yes. Okay, we're gonna put you back.